Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that viewers heavy fighting is currently underway between the two parties in the Amhara region. Tigray Defense Force has claimed full control over the Mehelmida and Digolo after Tigray Defense Force soldiers defeated Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies. And this claim has also been confirmed by the Tigray Defense Force Central Command. The Tigray Defense Force Central Command announced yesterday they took control of Mehel Meda, the capital of Menz in North Sheva zone, among other places. Because the historical significance of Menz is that Amhara from there dominated the political sphere in Ethiopia during Menelik and Haile Selassie era. And now, according to the latest reports, the heavy fight continues on the A2 highway between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and Tigray Defense Force Oromo Liberation Army soldiers between Shiva Robert and Debre Birhan. Because Tigray Defense Force sources are claiming Tigray Defense Force soldiers have arrived on the sides of Debre Sina, and now a heavy fight is going on in and around the areas of Debre Sina. Because as the clear target of Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army is Addis Ababa, and both forces are moving towards Addis Ababa from different routes. And the forces in Addis Ababa have also been mobilized to defend Addis Ababa city. Addis Ababa police can also be seen taking training. Ever since Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army soldiers have gathered in the Amhara region, Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army's advance towards Addis Ababa has accelerated. Because on the other hand, former Nigerian President Obasanjo on Friday met with the leader of the Tigray People's Liberation Front in his second attempt to broker peace with the Ethiopian government. Even as Addis Ababa declared victory over a battlefield in Amhara region, Obasanjo, the African Union's High Representative for the Horn of Africa, has been tasked with convincing parties to accept a ceasefire and choose dialogue. But his latest trip to the northern city of Mekelle, the capital of Tigray region, was only met with protagonists going about the war. Obasanjo had arrived in Addis Ababa on Friday for scheduled meetings with warring parties. The representatives of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government and those of the Tigray People Liberation Front and allied armed groups. But as he met with the Tigray People Liberation Front President Dr. Debretsion Gebremichael, Ethiopia's federal government communication service said its forces had won back Bati in Oromia zone in Amhara region. Government forces have successfully overtaken Tigray People Liberation Front's stronghold on the Bati Kasagita front, gaining a strategic foothold. In Mekelle, Tigray People Liberation Front officials say the meeting was a briefing for Obasanjo to understand why the group is keen on continuing with its war against the government. Chief Obasanjo was in town as part of his efforts to seek a peaceful solution to the war in Ethiopia. He had extensive discussions with President Debretsion on ways forward. Said by Getachurida, it's our hope and expectation that there is now a clearer understanding of what the people and army of Tigray are after in their advance on the Ethiopia's capital Addis Ababa. And the meeting ended without a way forward. Although the Tigray People Liberation Front for the first time say they are willing to engage Obasanjo for his efforts towards a lasting solution. It was the second time for Obasanjo in Ethiopia to seek a solution. His last visit earlier this month also ended without a solution as parties openly declared they wanted the other eliminated first. He issued a statement accusing warring parties of failing the country's politics. And on the other hand, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken warned that the war in Tigray has put Ethiopia on a path to destruction that could reverberate throughout East Africa, telling CNN that the country's leader Abiy Ahmed must fulfill his responsibility and end violence in the region. Blinken said it is imperative that the fighting stops and the talking starts and reiterated his call for a long term ceasefire to enable humanitarian assistance. And this has to happen as soon as possible with every passing day. What we are seeing is an increase in communal tensions that really risk ripping the country apart and spilling into other countries in the region. Blinken urged Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to bring the warring sides together and work to end the violence, adding that's his responsibility as the leader of the country. And there is no military solution to the challenges in Ethiopia. He said that's a path to destruction for the country and misery for the people of Ethiopia who deserve a lot better. The Biden administration last week sanctioned Eritrea's military and its sole political party for their involvement in the ongoing crisis in northern Ethiopia, with Blinken expressing concern about the potential for Ethiopia to implode. But the measures did not target any individuals or organizations directly associated with the Ethiopian government nor the Tigray People's Liberation Front, the two main parties to the conflict. A joint report released by the Office of UN Commissioner for Human Rights and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission earlier this month found that all parties involved in the conflict had committed violations of international human rights, humanitarian and refugee law, some of which may amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.